I tell you, this crowd is making it so I can hardly hear my own voice. They are indeed raring to go. It's Game 4 of the World Series between the LA Dodgers and the Seattle Mariners. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to the World Series here on the show. With me are Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, lots of storylines here as we approach the start of Game 4.
And I don't know that I would say that I'm totally surprised that it's 3-0 right now. I mean, I knew they were capable of going on a run like this, but to come in and put it to them the way they have, that's what I think all three of us maybe didn't expect. But I just think it shows the character of this ball club. And it starts right at the top. I think it's a really good reflection of the manager that he's got them to where they are right now.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your Seattle Mariners.
And briefly here, a glance at the two starters who'll get the ball here in this one. Time now to check out the lineup for the visiting Dodgers. Thoughts, EK? Anyone stand out?
Well, I'm looking forward to watching Adrian Gonzalez. He's one of the best clutch hitters in baseball. If they can get guys on base ahead of him, they'll have a great chance to hang a crooked number on the board.
Taijuan Walker gets the ball with a world championship on the line. What's your take on him, EK?
Yeah, Matty, in his last outing, he threw real well. Went into the 8th inning and got his ball club to win. We'll try and do that again here.
And with that, let's take a look at how the Mariners will set up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, Kyle Seager over at third base, one of the best all-around third basemen in the game. Remember, he was an all-star in 2014, also garnered a Gold Glove Award at that position.
Carl Crawford will stand in now for the first time, coming off, well, nothing short of a dynamic performance last time out.
Well, it makes you wonder how they're going to attack him here in this game. I would bet that they're a lot more cautious with him.
Underway this evening as the first pitch is taken for strike one as we get started right on time at 7:05 p.m. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And this is bobbled now by Cano. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
That's a tough way to start a ball game on the mound. He makes a good pitch. He gets himself a ground ball, but it's in a spot where
Seager will get a shot here, and he's looking to get off the Schneid. Hitless in the series so far.
And he's an important guy to get going. If they're going to have any chance in this series, you really need to start getting a little more involved.
First pitch is a splitter for a called strike. Hit back up the middle. Way to get dirty. And they've taken the lead. A valiant effort there defensively, but it couldn't prevent the go-ahead run from crossing the plate.
Boy, what a great...
Andre Ethier will dig in now, and he's picked the wrong time of year for his bat to go silent.
Yeah, just one hit in the series so far for him, and they're going to have to get more out of his bat. He's got to make sure he doesn't press up there, or that average is going to continue to go south.
Set to deliver the 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Nice comeback here to get it 0-2, and now you've got to put that early run behind it and make sure that this doesn't get any worse.
Chopped foul over towards the dugout. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Now a swing, and the barrel of the bat breaks in two that time. But this is a foul ball. 2 out with the man at first. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. It's a run on 2 hits here for L.A. With a moment here in Seattle, a look at the Mariners' starting lineup. Eric, who should we keep an eye on?
Well, I love what Kyle Seager brings to the table for this team. He doesn't let the pressure of the big moment get to him. He knows how to stay within himself and come through in the clutch.
On everybody's mind, will we crown a champion here tonight? He's set. Here it comes. Drilled right back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. Around third and being waved on home. The run scores from second. It's 1-1.
Well, nothing will put a smile on your manager's face quite like a 2-out RBI. Well, things weren't looking good.
This one and rejoin the action in the bottom of the 7th. Leonis Martin will dig in now, and he'll do so representing the tying run.
Yeah, and you're not too worried about this guy jumping the yard on you here and tying the ball game. But if he does find a way to get on base, things get a whole lot more interesting.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. 3 runs, 6 hits, and no errors in the game for the Mariners to this point. Slapped hard the opposite way. And a dive in left, but he can't get it. It'll get by him toward the wall. Around third and being waved on home. The runner from second crosses the plate. It's now a 5-4 ball game.
I think this is a bad angle to the ball, and let's just say not so great a decision to dive. He should have gotten to this ball, but instead he winds up playing this one into extra bases.
Here's Nori Aoki as he swings at the first pitch and lifts a fly ball out to left field. And he can't track it down. A base hit.
Boy, not only was that pitch bearing in tight on him, but it got there in a hurry. You can see he's barely able to get the bat through the zone, but somehow he manages to steer it into left field for a base hit.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. And this will bounce over the wall out there, and that's going to keep this a tie ball game as that go-ahead run will need to stop over at third.
Well, you talk about your bad breaks. If this ball stays in the ballpark, it's almost a done deal that they would have taken the lead. Instead, the runner now has to come back to third, and this game is still tied up.
Pedro Baez is going to have his work cut out for him here.
Number 52.
Nelson Cruz will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances. And he could make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Here's the 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Couple of men in scoring position here with none down. Tap fouled at home plate. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up, and he's retired here 1 away. Darrell Lee ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that 3rd hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
And there's ball 4 now, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force at the plate is in order.
Yeah, they decide they don't even want to mess around with this guy. With his track record, it's hard to say you blame him. Let somebody else beat you.
Robinson Cano strides forward in a pivotal moment in this one. High ball game, bases loaded, but the possibility of an inning-ending double play does exist here. But he's going to think twice here and put the brakes on, so this game will remain tied at least another batter. Kyle Seager stands in, the 8th batter of the inning now with the bases loaded and 2 away.
Yeah, you know, and this could get ugly in a hurry. Or pretty, I guess, depending on which dugout you're sitting in.
Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
He's still got to make one more big pitch, but this is a great start with the bases loaded.
Tapped up the first baseline. That rolls foul, so a good job to fight it off and stay alive. Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. Hit down the third baseline, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. A pause, and the 0-2. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
He did not like that one bit. Now, it's one thing to work in with the hard stuff, but don't do it around the dome.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Oh, that's a tough take, but a good one. The pressure's still squarely on the pitcher out there. He's still got to come in.
Tough fastball that time, but he hangs with it to stay alive. Here's the pitch on 2-2. Bounce to first. Gonzalez has got it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Ketel Marte steps in and perhaps looking to drive another one out of the park just like he did in the second. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. The 0-2 pitch. Low and inside with the breaking ball as that causes him to back up a bit.
I'll say this. He wasn't going to get his arms extended on that one.
Here's a looping fly ball out to right. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Center fielder, number 12.
Leonis Martini stands in, looking to build off that RBI double from his last plate appearance.
And with a man on first, it'll take at least another double to bring him in.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Turner onto the grass, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass. And the throw in gets away from him. And he will make it around as he gets in there at third on what was a terrible throw.
Boy, when everything's said and done right here, that's going to move the go-ahead run all the way up to third. That is a bad time to have your defense let you down.
Chris Hatcher is going to have his work cut out for him here. Nori Aoki will be the first to face him here as he'll stand in with 2 men in scoring position and only 1 away. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. In there, no balls and a strike.
Your job right here on the mound, you got to think strikeout number 1, ground ball number 2. You can't leave anything up that can easily be a sac fly.
And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Belted high and deep into right center. Hernandez ranging back, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. And they're not going to get him at third, so runners at second and third now with only 1 gone.
Right fielder, number 21.
What a clutch piece of hitting right there. You get the hit, you drive in the tying run. Now you're standing on second base with a chance to take a lead in this ball game, and man, is he fired up.
And there's ball 4 now, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force at the plate is in order.
And this could really be trouble now because with runners on every base, they've got a chance to really break this thing wide open.
Nelson Cruz will stand in now in what could be one of the bigger at-bats of the ball game.
And what he has to do right here is put his 0 for 4 out of his mind. He hasn't had the greatest of performances to this point in the game, but he can make up for it with a...
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. Back with more of Game 4. Back now in the beautiful Pacific Northwest as we're set for what's left of this one from Safeco Field. Yasmani Grandal will be the one to start things off with his guys in need of a 9th inning rally here if they're going to force a Game 5.
Yasmani Grandal.
Gonzalez will stand in, and their season hangs in the balance here as they're down to their final out. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. And double-barreled action now in the Mariner bullpen as both a left-hander and a right-hander start to throw. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. But he's safe at first as he gets back in time. Two-one, here it is. Chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. Quick check on that tying run at first. Don't want to forget about him. A little over 47,000 fans on their feet here in Seattle. And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate.
And even though that runs the count full, you'll at least get the benefit of giving that runner at first a head start here.
Right side. Cano fields it cleanly. And it's been a long time coming, but the future is finally now. The Mariners are world champions.
Well, one thing's for sure, this city is going to be rocking tonight. This place is going crazy right now, and for good reason. Their guys are the new champions of the world.
Back now on the show. It's all over, and you see the reactions there to the final out. And down on the field, we'll get a chance to watch the presentation of the Commissioner's Trophy to the new world champs.
Our final line score tonight, first for the victorious Seattle Mariners, 6 runs on